My beloved child, stop for a moment and do not pass this message by as though it were ordinary. I have placed these words before your eyes for a reason, and the timing is not random. You may think you opened this by chance, but I tell you, heaven has been arranging this moment long before you understood why your heart felt restless today. There is a big surprise being prepared for you, and it is closer than you imagine. But before the door opens, I need to speak to your heart, because what I am about to release must not find you distracted, afraid, bitter, or asleep in your spirit. You have been waiting for something that seemed delayed for far too long. You have prayed, hoped, cried quietly, and then tried to act normal as if nothing inside you was breaking. I have seen the way you looked at your life and wondered why everything seemed so slow, why others seemed to move forward while you remained in the same place, why the doors you knocked on did not open when you expected them to. I have heard every question. I have seen every silent disappointment, and I want you to know this clearly. I was not absent. I was preparing something behind the curtain that your eyes were not yet ready to see. This is why I say to you now, do not ignore me. Do not treat this moment as common. Do not let your mind wander away while I am trying to place direction into your spirit. There are times when I speak gently for comfort, and there are times when I speak with urgency because a turning point is near. This is one of those moments. The time ahead will not look like the time behind you. The season of waiting has taught you patience, but the season of receiving will require wisdom. What I am bringing will surprise you, but it must also find your heart ready. My child, I know you have felt tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep can remove, but the deep weariness of hoping again and again, and still feeling as though nothing is changing. You have smiled in front of people, while inside you carried questions you could not explain. You have told others you were fine, but I saw the heaviness behind your eyes. You wondered whether I still remembered your name. You wondered whether your prayers were too small, your faith too weak, your mistakes too many. But I tell you now, your name has never left my sight. Not once have I forgotten what I promised concerning you. The surprise coming toward you is not only about something outside changing. It is about the way I am about to show you that I was working even when you thought nothing was moving. I will allow you to see certain pieces connect that once looked scattered. A conversation you thought meant nothing will become important. A delay that frustrated you will suddenly make sense. A closed door that caused you pain will be revealed as protection. A person you thought forgot, you may return with an answer. A situation that seemed locked may begin to loosen. And when it happens, you will know it was my hand, because it will not carry the confusion of human striving. It will carry the peace of divine timing. Listen carefully, my child. You have often looked at time as though it were your enemy. You counted the days, the months, the years, and you thought time was stealing from you. But time in my hand is not a thief. It is a servant. I use time to mature what would break you if it arrived too early. I use silence to deepen roots that would not survive shallow soil. I use waiting to separate true faith from temporary excitement. You thought I was late, but I was aligning the unseen. I was preparing not only the blessing, but also the person who would carry it. There were things you begged me for in the past that I did not allow you to receive immediately. You cried because you thought I was refusing you, but I was saving you from a version of the blessing that would have become a burden. You wanted the door to open quickly, but I saw who was standing behind that door. You wanted a connection to remain, but I saw how it would drain your peace. You wanted a certain opportunity, but I saw the hidden cost attached to it. I did not say no because I lacked love. I held it back because my love sees farther than your desire. And now I am saying something different. I am not only holding you back anymore, I am beginning to bring things forward. I am beginning to move what was delayed. I am beginning to stir what was asleep. I am beginning to awaken what you buried because disappointment made you afraid to hope again. This is why your spirit has felt unsettled. This is why your heart has been sensing that something is near. It is not anxiety alone. It is the movement of heaven touching the edges of your life. But I must warn you with love. Do not let the enemy steal your attention at the very moment your answer is approaching. The enemy often attacks hardest near the point of breakthrough. It does not always come with disaster. Sometimes it comes with distraction. Sometimes it comes with old memories. Sometimes it comes with fear. Sometimes it comes with people speaking careless words that make you question what I already told you. Sometimes it whispers, "Nothing will change. You have believed before, and nothing happened." But my child, do not agree with that voice. That voice does not come from me. My voice may correct you, but it will never bury you in hopelessness. My voice may ask you to release something, but it will never convince you that you are abandoned. My voice may lead you through silence, but it will never deny your worth. The voice of darkness makes you shrink, hide, panic, and condemn yourself. My voice lifts your head, steadies your heart, and draws you back to me. Learn the difference now, because in this coming season, discernment will be more valuable than speed. The surprise I am bringing will require you to be calm enough to recognize it. Some blessings do not arrive with noise. Some arrive quietly, through a message, through a small opening, through a name being remembered, through a decision being reversed, through someone's heart being moved in your favor. If your heart is full of panic, you may overlook what I am placing before you. If your mind is crowded with fear, you may reject the very door I open. So I say again, be still. Watch with faith. Listen with a clean heart. You have cried about finances. You have worried about provision. You have wondered how certain needs will be met. I have seen the pressure that sits on your shoulders when you think about bills, responsibilities, family, future, and the things you cannot control. But I want you to know that I am not limited by the channels you already know. I can send help through familiar doors, but I can also create a path where no path existed. I can move a person who has not spoken to you in a long time. I can open a door through a place you had stopped considering. I can bring increase through an idea, a connection, a message, a delayed payment, a new opportunity, or a sudden favor that you could not have arranged by your own strength. But I do not want you to worship the surprise. I want you to recognize the giver. The blessing is not your savior. I am. The open door is not your foundation. I am. The financial answer is not your peace. I am. If you receive the gift, but forget the giver, then the gift becomes a test. If you receive the miracle but stop seeking my voice, then the miracle becomes a dangerous place. I am not saying this to frighten you. I am saying this because I love you enough to prepare your heart before I increase your hands. Remember this, my child. Many people seek me with tears in lack, but forget me in abundance. They pray deeply when they need a breakthrough, but become casual when the breakthrough comes. They lean on me when they are weak, then lean on themselves when they are lifted. I do not want this to be your story. I want blessing to make you more humble, not more distant. I want favor to make you more generous, not more proud. I want open doors to make you more dependent on me, not more careless with your soul. This is why I have been teaching you in hidden ways. The delay was not empty. The rejection was not wasted. The loss was not meaningless. The silence was not punishment. Each one was shaping your inner life so that when I bring the surprise, you will not be destroyed by it. You have learned to pray when no one applauded you. You have learned to keep walking when no one encouraged you. You have learned to stand up after disappointment. You have learned to keep your heart soft, even when people misunderstood you. These hidden victories matter more than you know. You thought nothing was happening because no one saw your growth, but I saw it. I saw the day you wanted to answer harshly but chose silence. I saw the moment you wanted to quit, but whispered my name instead. I saw the night you cried without telling anyone, then woke up and still did what you needed to do. I saw the times you gave kindness while your own heart was aching. I saw the times you refused to become bitter, though bitterness had many reasons to enter. Those moments were not small to me. They were the building stones of your readiness. Now listen, because this is important. The surprise coming toward you will also reveal people around you. Some will rejoice with you sincerely. Some will pretend to rejoice while inwardly becoming uncomfortable. Some will return because they sense something is changing. Some will try to attach themselves to what I am doing, though they did not honor the process that shaped you. Do not hate them, do not fear them, but do not be careless. Not everyone who comes near in a season of blessing is assigned to walk with you. I have already been separating certain voices from your life. You thought it was rejection, but it was protection. You thought people drifting away meant you had lost value, but I was clearing the space around your future. Some relationships can comfort you in one season and confuse you in the next. Some people can love the struggling version of you but become uneasy when you begin to rise. Some can stand beside your pain but not your promotion. This does not mean you must become cold. It means you must become wise. Let go of the need to explain yourself to everyone. Let go of the pressure to prove that your blessing is real. Let go of the fear that people will misunderstand your season. Some will misunderstand no matter how carefully you speak. Some will question what they cannot control. Some will judge what they did not help build. But your life is not held in their opinion. Your future is not written by their approval. Your name is in my hand, and what I write over you cannot be erased by human mouths. My child, there is a reason I keep telling you to stay close to me. The coming surprise is not only a reward, it is also a responsibility. When I open doors, decisions will come. When increase comes, stewardship will be required. When attention comes, humility will be tested. When new people come, discernment will be needed. When your life begins to shift, old fears may try to return. This is why you must not abandon the secret place. The secret place is where your heart remains clean. The secret place is where your motives are corrected. The secret place is where I remind you who you are before the world tries to define you again. Do not wait until you are overwhelmed to come back to me. Come now, before the door opens fully, before the surprise is visible, before people see the change. Come now, while it is still just you and me. Let me prepare your heart in quietness, so that when the visible moment arrives, you will not lose your inner balance. A heart prepared in secret can stand in public. A heart that knows me in silence can remain steady in noise. A heart that trusts me before the blessing can honor me after the blessing. You have asked for a sign many times. Sometimes I gave you small signs, but you dismissed them because they did not look dramatic. You expected thunder, but I sent a whisper. You expected a sudden miracle, but I sent a small direction. You expected everything to change at once, but I began by changing your heart. My ways are not weak because they are quiet. My hand is not absent because it moves gently. The smallest movement from me is stronger than the loudest effort of man. This is why I say, pay attention. The answer may begin smaller than you imagined. It may come as a thought I place in your heart. It may come as courage to make one decision. It may come as a sudden peace about something that used to frighten you. It may come as an unexpected message. It may come as a reminder to return to something you once abandoned. Do not despise the beginning because it looks small. A seed does not look like a tree, but hidden inside it is the future shade. My beloved child, I know you have carried shame in certain areas of your life. You have felt embarrassed because of lack, delay, mistakes, debts, rejection, or missed opportunities. You have compared yourself to others and wondered whether you are behind forever. You have looked at your own life and whispered, maybe this is all I will ever become. But I am here to tell you, that sentence did not come from me. I did not create you to live under a false limit. I did not place breath in you so that you would bury your hope before its time. The surprise I am bringing will touch not only what you have, but how you see yourself. I am restoring dignity. I am restoring courage. I am restoring the ability to lift your head without pretending. I am restoring the part of you that stopped dreaming because disappointment felt safer than hope. I am restoring your name in places where it was reduced, ignored, or misunderstood. And I am doing this not so you can boast, but so you can finally understand that I have never agreed with the low opinion you carried about yourself. You are not what failure called you. You are not what rejection called you. You are not what poverty called you. You are not what delay called you. You are not what people said when they did not understand your process. You are mine. And when I call you mine, every other label loses its authority. You may have walked through seasons that made you feel small, but those seasons did not define you. They trained you. They refined you. They exposed what needed healing. They prepared you to carry what is coming with a wiser heart. I see the old wounds that still speak sometimes. The words people said. The moments when you were overlooked. The times someone made you feel unworthy. The failures you keep replaying. The mistakes you use as proof that you do not deserve good things. I want you to stop agreeing with those accusations. Repentance is not self-hatred. Humility is not calling yourself worthless. True humility is seeing yourself honestly in my light and allowing my grace to make you new. When I bless you, I do not do it because you have never fallen. I do it because my mercy is greater than your fall. I do it because I am faithful to what I began in you. I do it because I have plans that reach beyond your current understanding. I do it because your story is not meant to end as a warning of failure, but as a testimony of restoration. And when I restore, I do not only patch the surface, I go to the root. I touch the place where fear began. I touch the place where shame entered. I touch the place where your faith grew tired. I touch the place where hope was buried. That is why this surprise may feel emotional when it arrives. It will not be only about receiving something. It will be about realizing that I remembered you. It will be about seeing that the years were not wasted. It will be about understanding that I was collecting tears, preserving prayers, arranging steps, and guarding your future while you thought everything was stuck. You will look at what I do and say, Only God could have done this, and that will be true. But until it appears fully, remain faithful. Do not let the last stretch make you careless. Do not return to old habits because you are tired. Do not speak curses over your own life because the answer has not yet become visible. Do not say, "Nothing ever works for me." Do not say, "I am always late." Do not say, "God forgot me." Those words are not harmless. They shape the atmosphere of your heart. Speak what agrees with faith. Say, "God is working." Say, "My appointed time is in His hand." Say, "What belongs to me by God's will cannot be stolen." Say, "I will not give up before the door opens." You do not need to shout to impress me. I hear even the smallest whisper of faith. But your heart needs to hear your own agreement with my promise. Your own spirit needs to be reminded that fear is not the final authority. When you speak faith, you are not forcing my hand. You are aligning your heart with what I am already doing. Faith does not create truth. Faith receives truth. And I am teaching you to receive without trembling. There is something else I must tell you. When the surprise comes, do not forget the people who are still waiting. Do not become so focused on your own relief that you stop seeing those who are still in pain. I am blessing you not only to comfort you, but to make you a comfort. I am lifting you not only to satisfy you, but to send you. I am restoring you not only so you can enjoy peace, but so that your restored life becomes evidence for others who are close to giving up. You know what waiting feels like. You know what lack feels like. You know what it means to pray and hear silence. You know what it means to smile while carrying hidden pressure. Because you know these things, you will be able to speak with compassion, not pride. You will not look down on the one still struggling, because you remember the road you walked. You will not mock the one still learning, because you remember how patient I was with you. This is the kind of heart I can trust with blessing. A blessing that stops with you can become stagnant, but a blessing that flows through you remains fresh. When I place increase in your hand, ask me, "Father, how do you want me to use this?" When I open a door, ask me, "Who can be helped through this?" When I restore honor, ask me, "How can this point back to you?" When I give peace, ask me, "Who needs the comfort you have given me?" This is how blessing becomes holy. This is how a surprise becomes a mission. My child, I know you have been afraid to hope too much. You have thought, "If I expect nothing, I will not be hurt." But that kind of protection slowly turns the heart into a locked room. I did not create you to live locked away from hope. I know hope can feel risky after disappointment, but hope in me is not foolishness. Hope in me is not denial. Hope in me is not pretending that pain never happened. Hope in me is the decision to believe that pain is not the author of your ending. Open your heart again, not carelessly to every voice, but fully to me. Let me breathe on the places that became dry. Let me awaken the dream that fear buried. Let me restore the courage that disappointment stole. Let me show you that your future is not chained to the worst thing that happened to you. Let me show you that one divine moment can shift years of heaviness. Let me show you that I am still the God who opens doors no one can shut. Do not be surprised if in the coming days you feel led to take a step that seems small but important. Obey quickly. Do not overthink what I make clear. Do not delay what peace confirms. There are times when one act of obedience opens a sequence of events. One message sent, One application made, one apology offered, one conversation accepted, one habit released, one decision to stop returning to what weakens you. You may think it is small, but in the spiritual realm, small obedience is often the hinge of a large door. I will not ask you to do what I do not give you strength to do. I will not lead you into a place where my grace cannot sustain you, but I will ask you to trust me beyond your comfort. The surprise ahead may require you to step out of old thinking. You cannot receive a new season while clinging to the mindset of the old one. You cannot walk into abundance while speaking only the language of lack. You cannot enter restoration while still bowing to shame. You cannot carry favor while still needing every person to understand you. Let the old garment fall. Let me clothe you with what fits the season ahead. I am giving you a steadier spirit. I am giving you deeper discernment. I am giving you courage to say no to what drains you, and yes to what I am breathing on. I am teaching you to stop chasing what I have not assigned, and to stop fearing what I have approved. I am teaching you to stop begging for acceptance from places that could not recognize your value. I am teaching you to stand in my love without needing applause. There will be a moment when you will realize the shift has already begun. Not because everything around you is perfect, but because you are not reacting the same way anymore. Fear will knock, but it will not rule. Delay will appear, but it will not destroy your faith. People may speak, but their words will not define you. Lack may threaten, but it will no longer convince you that I am absent. This inner change is part of the surprise. Before I change certain outer things, I change the seat of authority inside you. I move you from panic to trust, from shame to identity, from waiting like an orphan to standing like a child who knows the Father is not forgotten. My beloved, the next door will open in peace, not confusion. It may challenge you, but it will not violate the deep witness I place in your spirit. It may stretch you, but it will not drag you away from me. It may require courage, but it will not require compromise. Watch for the peace that remains beneath the surface. Watch for the quiet confirmation. Watch for the way I arrange details that you could not arrange. Watch for the way old resistance begins to loosen. I am sending help, but it may not look like what you expected. I am sending provision, but it may come through a path you had not planned. I am sending confirmation, but it may come in a gentle way. I am sending restoration, but it may begin in your heart before it appears in your circumstances. Do not reject my answer, because it arrives wearing ordinary clothes. I have often hidden miracles inside simple moments. And now I want to speak directly to the fear that says, "What if I miss it?" My child, if your heart remains in me, you will not miss what I have appointed. I am a better shepherd than you are a follower. I know how to guide you. I know how to correct you. I know how to close wrong doors and open right ones. I know how to speak until you understand. Do not be arrogant, but do not live terrified. Stay humble, stay close, stay willing. That is enough. There are things I will not allow to pass you by because they carry my purpose for your life. Even if there has been delay, I can redeem time. Even if there have been mistakes, I can redirect the path. Even if there has been loss, I can restore in a way that carries more wisdom than the original. You are not beyond recovery. You are not too late. You are not outside my reach. You are standing at the edge of a moment that I have prepared with great care. But I need your agreement. Not agreement with fear. Agreement with faith. Not agreement with old labels. agreement with my word, not agreement with despair, agreement with hope. Say in your heart, Father, I am ready to receive what comes from you, and I am willing to release what does not. Say, I will not worship the surprise. I will worship the God who sends it. Say, I will not let blessing pull me away from the secret place. Say, I will remain yours in lack and in abundance. My child, the surprise will be big not only because of what it gives, but because of what it proves. It will prove that I heard you when you thought I was silent. It will prove that I protected you when you thought I was delaying you. It will prove that I remembered your prayers when you had forgotten how many times you prayed them. It will prove that your tears were not wasted. It will prove that the enemy did not win. It will prove that what I seal, no darkness can erase. There are people who thought your story was finished. Some may have quietly assumed you would never rise above a certain level. Some may have seen your struggle and formed conclusions about your future. But I am not bound by their conclusions. I can take the one who was overlooked and place them in the center of a testimony. I can take the name that was ignored and cause it to be remembered. I can take the door that was closed and open another one no one considered. I can take what looked like a delay and reveal it as divine preparation. Do not seek revenge. Let your restoration speak. Do not try to shame those who doubted you. Let your humility shine. Do not become hard because people were unfair. Let my grace keep your heart soft. Your blessing will be protected when your heart remains clean. A bitter heart cannot carry holy favor properly. So release resentment. Release the need to make everyone understand. Release the old wound from being your identity. Let me be your defender. I have been defending you in places you never saw. I have blocked words from spreading. I have stopped plans that were formed against you. I have caused certain people to forget the evil they intended. I have moved you away from conversations that would have harmed you. I have allowed certain relationships to fade because remaining would have been more painful than losing them. You thought you were alone, but I was active. You thought nothing was happening, but I was shielding you. And now I am also positioning you. Certain connections will come with peace. Certain opportunities will come with clarity. Certain resources will arrive at the right time. Certain ideas will begin to glow in your mind with unusual strength. Do not dismiss them. Bring them to me. Ask me to confirm. Ask me to guide. Ask me to purify your motives. Then move when I give peace. The coming surprise may begin as a small cloud, but do not despise it. A small cloud can carry the sound of much rain. A small answer can announce a bigger movement. A small favor can become a doorway. A small act of obedience can shift a whole season. Keep your eyes open. Keep your heart clean. Keep your spirit listening. My beloved child, I want you to understand that I am not only changing what comes to you, I am changing what flows through you. Your life will become a sign of my faithfulness. Someone will look at you and find courage to keep believing. Someone will hear your story and choose not to give up. Someone will see your restoration and understand that I still redeem broken paths. This is why the enemy fought your hope so fiercely. It was not only afraid of you receiving, it was afraid of you becoming evidence. You are becoming evidence that silence is not abandonment, evidence that delay is not denial, evidence that tears can become testimony, evidence that God can restore dignity, evidence that a person can fall and still be lifted, evidence that what was meant to break you can become the place from which I shine through you. This is bigger than comfort. This is calling. So when the surprise comes, remember the valley. Remember the nights. Remember the prayers. Remember the version of you that almost gave up. Do not despise that version. That version survived with my help. That version kept breathing. That version kept turning toward me even weakly. That version became the soil of what I am growing now. Honor the process, but do not live chained to it. You are moving forward. I speak peace over your mind. I speak strength over your heart. I speak clarity over your decisions. I speak restoration over your name. I speak provision over your needs. I speak protection over your path. I speak wisdom over your opportunities. I speak humility over your blessing. I speak courage over your next step. I speak life over every dry place that thought it would never bloom again. Do not let the remaining minutes before the door opens be filled with fear. Let them be filled with surrender. Tell me honestly where you are afraid. Tell me where you are tired. Tell me where you still doubt. I am not offended by your honesty. I am near to the honest heart. Bring me your trembling faith. Bring me your weary hope. Bring me your questions. Bring me your desire to believe again. I will not break what is bruised. I will breathe upon it. My child, I am closer than your next breath. I am not waiting for you to become flawless before I help you. I am asking you to become open to my correction, open to my timing, open to my comfort, open to my direction, open to releasing what is not for you, open to receiving what is from me, open to being used beyond your own need. And now, before the next door fully opens, I want you to settle one thing in your heart. No matter what comes, you belong to me. If the answer comes today, you are mine. If the answer unfolds slowly, you are mine. If people celebrate you, you are mine. If people misunderstand you, you are mine. If the blessing arrives in a way you expected, you are mine. If it comes in a way you did not imagine, you are mine. Your identity must not rise and fall with circumstances. It must remain anchored in my love. That love has carried you until now. That love will carry you into what is next. That love will correct you when needed. That love will protect you when danger hides behind beauty. That love will strengthen you when blessing feels heavy. That love will remind you to kneel when others tell you to boast. That love will keep your heart alive. The big surprise is not bigger than me. The door is not greater than the one who opens it. The blessing is not more precious than the one who gives it. Keep this truth at the center, and you will be safe. Keep me first, and what I give will not control you. Keep your heart grateful, and the flow will remain clean. Keep your spirit humble, and the increase will not poison you. Keep your eyes on me, and even in the new season, you will not lose your way. Now breathe, my child. Breathe as one who is not forgotten. Breathe as one whose Father is working. Breathe as one whose tears have been counted. Breathe as one whose name is still written in my hand. Breathe as one who is about to see that the waiting was not meaningless. Breathe as one who will soon understand why I said, "Do not ignore me. I need to talk to you. I have spoken because I love you. I have warned because I protect you. I have delayed because I was preparing you. I am moving because the appointed time is drawing near. I am opening because the season has shifted. I am restoring because your story is not finished. I am surprising you because I want you to know that I am still able to do more than you expected. Stand firm. Stay awake. Keep your heart pure. Watch what I do. The door is closer than it appears. The answer is nearer than your fear admits. The surprise is already moving toward your life. And when it arrives, you will not only receive it, you will understand the love that carried it to you. Now pray with me from the deepest place of your heart. Father, I come before you with a tired but open heart. I admit that I have often been afraid, impatient, and confused. I have questioned your timing and wondered whether you still remembered me. Forgive me for the moments when I allowed fear to speak louder than your promise. Forgive me for the times I called delay, rejection, and silence abandonment. Today I place my heart back into your hands. Prepare me for what you are bringing. Do not let blessing find me proud, distracted, bitter, or careless. Cleanse my motives, strengthen my faith. Teach me to love you more than every gift you give. If there is anything in my life that would turn the coming blessing into a burden, remove it with your mercy. If there are relationships, habits, thoughts, or fears that are not aligned with your will, help me release them without fighting your hand. Father, I receive your peace. I receive your correction. I receive your direction. I receive the surprise you are preparing in the way you choose, at the time you appoint, for the purpose you have written. Let me not worship the door, but the one who opens it. Let me not boast in the blessing, but testify of your faithfulness. Let my life become proof that you do not forget your children. Thank you for every hidden protection. Thank you for every delay that saved me. Thank you for every closed door that kept me from harm. Thank you for every tear you gathered. Thank you for every moment when I thought I was alone, but you were near. Thank you because my story is not over. Thank you because what you begin, you complete. Keep me close to you in the season ahead. Let my heart remain soft. Let my spirit remain awake. Let my hands remain open. Use what you give me to bless others, to bring hope, to restore what was broken, and to point every eye back to you. I trust you. I receive your will. I choose to keep walking with you. In the holy name of Jesus Christ, amen. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so that together we can continue building a strong and faithful community of prayer, hope, and spiritual encouragement.